Hi everyone, it's Missy Dow. Today is Sunday, April 18th. I'm at home this afternoon just thinking about today's worship service and Bible study and just some random thoughts that have been rattling around in my head about the effects of this pandemic on each one of us spiritually. So consider this kind of a spiritual check-in talk. Um, it's just been so wonderful to see everybody that's been able to be back in church again, um, since many of us have been vaccinated, and it's just a good feeling. It's a good feeling to see everybody. We're still masked, we're still social distancing, but today we were able to sing a hymn in church it was our closing hymn at the end of worship. So the visual that came to mind as I'm thinking about this past year and all of the changes and upset to all of us physically, emotionally, and spiritually has been that of a salad bowl. It's as if God has this enormous salad bowl, all of us are in it, and He's tossing the salad. He's literally tossed us all up in the air, taken all of us out of our comfort zones. And what happens? What happens if you actually try to do that at home? And I'm not suggesting you try that at home. But what will happen invariably is that most of the salad will go back in the bowl and some of the pieces of lettuce will fall outside of the bowl. And if you think of it that way, think of it as some of us go back in the salad bowl in the comfort of our own homes and stay there. Stay there on Sunday mornings most of the time. And some of us stay in the comfort of the salad bowl of the sanctuary and Sunday worship, and we stay inside the bowl. Some of us are outside the bowl for whatever reason and land who knows where. And that could be just because nobody is necessarily checking on us out of concern. And some of us get really comfy staying in that bowl, either at home or in church. But as I said, this is a talk about a spiritual check-in, how we've changed. How has this time really affected us in our spirit? Think about it. Which one are you? Or sometimes both. Are you the one that's comfy at home, staying in your jammies with your cup of coffee on your sofa on Sunday morning? Or are you in church, comfortable, excited about being back with everybody else, and bringing that feeling of anticipation with you? So either way, this is not a judgment thing. That's not my department to do. It's just a check-in. What is your new normal? Nothing about this period of time right now feels normal to me. But I am looking at it as a time of incredible opportunity. I said to somebody today during Bible study, this is really a turning point. We are right now kind of at the crossroads. Now that we're back in worship and we were able to worship together, but things aren't back to the way that we're used to. We're not having snacks. We're having coffee, but we're not having snacks after church, not meeting regularly in committees, all those kinds of things. So we're still not back to anything the way it used to be. But you know what? There's a reason for that. We're not going back to the way things used to be because God has called us to a new normal. He's called us to a new version of what was. If you listen to the last couple of Sundays, either Facebook or online or YouTube, listen to the last couple of sermons, because there's definitely a call. Jesus' call to us for something new. Because when he came to upset everything, toss that salad in the air, but create something new. So, in short, here's my charge and my challenge to you. First of all, come back to worship. Come join us. Come stop in at Bible study in between services. There's always great conversation, and there's coffee. Always learning something new. Challenge yourself. Come out of that shell a little bit. But also look and listen for the ways that God may be calling you personally, you and you and you and me, to something new, new opportunities. Talk to each other. Share your stories of how this period of time, isolation, confinement, how has it affected you? What are your thoughts? What are some ideas for new challenges, new opportunities, new ways to grow spiritually, individually, collectively as a congregation? What are your thoughts? Bring them. Share them with everybody. It's really time. It's a perfect time. It's a time for opportunity, for growth, for new ministries. It's also planting time. Anybody that has ever planted a garden knows that it's perfect time for amazing growth. We can do this. Why? Because we are an Easter people. Jesus came out of the tomb. It's time for us to come out of the tomb. Today we sang a hymn, the closing worship. The hymn was, Alleluia, Jesus is risen. And it was beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Barbara just knows how to make that organ or the piano just sing. It was beautiful. And here's the first verse. Alleluia, Jesus is risen. Trumpets resounding in glorious light. Splendor the Lamb, heaven forever. Oh, what a miracle God has in sight. Jesus is risen, and we shall arise. Give God the glory. Alleluia. We shall arise. Memorial Lutheran Church shall arise. We shall arise from this time of pandemic into a time of new opportunities and growth and excitement. But you have to bring that excitement with you into worship, into meetings, into ideas. Bring them forth. Really reach down inside of your spirit as you're doing your spiritual check-in and see what seeds God has planted there. You all have gifts. I've seen so many of them through the years that I've known you. It's time to bring them out, share them, use them to the glory of God and to the growth of his kingdom here on earth. God bless you. I love you all. I'm looking forward to this. We got to get started. Bye.